Alright, here's the next video in showing how to make an animation in Adobe Flash, a kinetic typography style animation. So far we added a couple of phrases here with some basic animation, so this is what we have so far.
Unidirectional bonding strip.
So let's add a little more animation with some other features. First of all, we have these words appear here, but then they just disappear. But we could have them move all off screen at the same time by using a Motion Tween. To do that, I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to insert a keyframe here at the very next frame after these disappear. So there's nothing before this, nothing after it anyways for that matter. But I want to put all of these right there on the next frame. To do that, I'm going to go to this frame here, I'm going to select everything, copy it by going to Edit, Copy, and then I'll go to this frame and the new layer I made, and go to Edit, Paste in Place. That'll place it exactly where I copied it from. So now they appear, or they happen in this layer here, layer 2, but then they disappear at the end of that layer. But now since I placed them in place in another layer, exactly the same spot, it looks like they just stay where they are. Now at this point I can use them differently. I could make them all into a tween or something like that and move them out, which is what I'll do. So I'll select all of them and I'm going to create a motion tween with these. So I'll right click, create a motion tween. It's going to bring up this warning, do you want to make them a symbol? I can just press don't show again, just press OK. And it'll just make it a symbol. So it'll group them together for me. I just want them to slide off when I hear this little sliding sound. So I'll have them start where they are, and then at this point I want them to transition to sliding off. So I'll insert here a keyframe to show that I'm going to be having the motion change for them, and I want them to slide off in this one here. So I'll just have them slide off this direction. Now I can see I have a motion path for them. So if I go back and play it,
the bonding strip.
Now they're sliding off as they go there.
The bonding strip.
Now they're still here on the stage off the side of the stage because I still have more length than this. I can get rid of this if I like. Just select. What I have to do is just to split this motion up. So if I go here to the next frame, right click and split motion, now I've got another set of motion, and this one I can actually get rid of. Just remove frames, and now that part's gone. Now if I look at the next part here in the audio, I can add this. If I play it, I will add text for that section. Oops, but I do need a new layer. So I'm going to do a new layer, and I'm going to add a keyframe here, and then I'll add text here. Now, I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to change the font here because I've got somebody else talking. He's a robot, so let's find a robot-ish looking font. There we go. Decrease the size a little bit. And how about, for this one I'm going to go left aligned. Maybe another line here. Increase the size a little bit. And I'll change the color as well. Okay, now I want to animate this text. So same thing as before, I'm going to select it and I'm going to break it apart. And since I have it set where I want, I'm again going to work backwards to bring things in so that they end up where I want them to be. For this one, I'll have each word come in as a separate motion tween. So let me find where I want the last word to be. So here's where tape comes in. So I will select that, and I want to create a motion tween. It's automatically going to break it into a new layer for me. because you can only have one tween at a time per layer. So I've got a new layer. I want to insert a keyframe. Actually, what I want to do is split the motion there, because that's where I want it to start moving. And these here, these frames I can simply clear, so that it doesn't appear until this point. So I'll have it move in so that it will appear, so that it will come to this point. So I insert a position keyframe there, move back to where the clip starts, and I'll have it slide in from the side. So tape is sliding in. Okay, now I'm going to go back and do the next word. Here's where more starts. So I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to select more here in this layer. I'm going to insert a motion tween, or create a motion tween with it. And I'm going to split this motion here so that I can get rid of this set of frames here. So there's clear frames. Now this is where more starts. This is where I want it to move in. I want it to be in place at this point, so I'll put a position keyframe, and back here I'll just move it in from the side. So those two are moving in. Okay, I got wants I'll do next. I'll select wants and create a motion tween. I'll split the motion in this layer that's created and delete this section. Clearing frames is what I want to do because I don't want it to move. And where I want it to get in place, I want it to get in place at this point, so I will insert a position keyframe. And then back at this frame, I'll move it down so it comes up for this one. So now I have this much. Alright, so the last section here. So I select the last of the words and I create a motion tween. This was the only thing left in the layer, so it just made this layer a motion tween. This is where I'll have it appear in place, so I'll set, since this is at the start, I don't have to split this motion anymore because I want it to start there. I'll set a keyframe of position there, and then back here, I'll have it start over here and come on the screen. So now I have this.
Mr. Lightyear wants more tape.
All right.